Hey guys, it's DanRobzProbz here, and welcome to this command block tutorial video. Today we're doing plots, guys. That's claimable plots. Now, what is a claimable plot? Now, it's an area that you obviously claim, hence the name, and it's designed for servers that are in adventure mode, okay? Now, yes, it doesn't have to be this big, it can be any size you want, but this is just a tutorial, guys, remember, okay? But I wanted to show you this because I'm pretty chuffed with it. And yeah, this is like basically for prison servers, for eco servers, for servers that require you to grind, I presume. And you need a safe area where no one else can get your stuff, okay? That's probably the best way to describe it. So how does this work and what the hell am I doing? I'm going to show you, okay? So basically each one of these would be exactly the same, just different colours. And you have a little stone slab here in the corner, okay? Now in here we got two villages. This one I'm going to come to with the purple trade. This one's going to be for the green one. Yes, if I was doing this for a server, I would make one villager, not, well, maybe two, because it is multiplayer friendly. But anyway, we're going to go into his trades. He sells a green plot key with loyalty 1 on it. What the? Keep me safe. Yes, keep it safe, because if you lose it, you'll never get it back. So basically, just trade that and you get yourself a key. It doesn't have to be that. You can do whatever you want. But the reason that it's good to use villagers is because you can mod the items using Universal Minecraft Editor. And yes, I've added the new loyalty enchantment on it. So all you need to do is throw this little key or whatever you're going to use into the corner. And this happens, guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. You get teleported bang on in the center of whatever your plot is. You get put in survival because obviously you would be in adventure, right? And then you can build or whatever you want to do in here, or put chests down and keep your stuff all safe. The glass wouldn't be here. It would be invisible, really. And it would be barrier blocks, because yes, in the future update we're getting barrier blocks, right? But if you're a modder like me, you can use invisible bedrock, like I'm trying to show here. Now this is the only problem with invisible bedrock, and I hope barrier blocks don't have this, is if you have an invisible bedrock, you don't want to build your next plot right next to it, because obviously invisible bedrock, you can just break through it. If you know what I mean. You still punch through it, basically. I don't know if that's the case for barrier blocks, because obviously I haven't got them yet. But you get the idea. And then, to get out, all you need to do is press this little button here. You get put back in adventure mode. Look, I can't do anything now. And yeah, you get teleported back outside where you threw your key. And then, obviously this is new, and it says, this plot has been claimed. Unfortunately, I cannot do a way, or think of a way, of how to make it say your name has been claimed by. But I'll show you again. If you throw that in there, look, you get teleported. And it always says whose ever name is just gone into the plot, okay? So that's how that would work. I don't know if there's a way of like you making 2 players come into one of these, because technically you would only be able to get 1 key, like I'm going to show you now. So the reason I would also use villagers for is because of the amount of trades they can do, right? So this is a good way of making it secure. So this guy has got, this trade's got 10 trades, okay? And I've done 9 already. I haven't, but I've told him I have by modifying him. So 1 more Dragon's Breath and it should do a cross, right? He's got a trade tier of minus 99999. So he isn't going to update, and if I go back in him, oh, I can't get this anymore. So that is technically sold out, right? Which is pretty cool. So that's why I would use villagers, because it's going to make your life a million times easier. And again, I just chuck that in there. Exactly the same. Obviously, I changed plot to a purple because it's purple. And yeah, we're in here, and I can build in here now, which is pretty cool. And the same sort of thing, I get teleported. And it says this again, okay? I'm pretty chuffed with it. I think it's pretty cool, and I've made that look really good and easy, I think. Right, so let's go and have a look at the commands. And now I need to go into game mode C, and I shall just check them up there. So obviously when you build this, guys, you need to bear in mind that it's all about the closest player who throws the item in. So obviously you want to build it as close as you can. Yes, if I wasn't on a flat world, I would obviously make this a bit higher, and I could build that directly under this. So all this is doing then, okay, let's break this and I'll show you. All it is that, okay? So what it is detecting when either one of these is going in the first slot, okay? Alright, here's the commands, guys. Bear with me. I'll go for it as best I can, okay? So we get a test for the block above in that area over there, okay? So obviously that is when it's got the purple dye in it, okay? Once that happens, the comparator comes on. Then it's going to teleport you first, because that is the most important thing, okay? With this impulse. Then it's going to clone all of this above your head where you teleport. And this is to give you your key back, okay? Then you need to set block to destroy that hopper, because it's going to be above your head, right? Then it tells you whatever your name is. That's how you do this, by the way. If you want to know how you do it, I'll just put a Z on the end, because it wouldn't look right if, say, Bob 652 plot. It just doesn't look right. So if it's Bob 652's plot, it looks better, right? I hope that made sense. And then obviously, if you want to add a bit of color to it, you can, just like that. Okay, pretty straightforward that is. The next one is cloning this hopper to replace this one, okay, to remove the item once it's been in there. Do you understand what I mean? Because otherwise there's going to be purple dye stacking up in there, and you don't want that. I tried a lot of different things, and that is the simplest way, I believe it or not. Next is just putting you into game mode S, obviously so you can build, because you'll be in adventure. And lastly, it's just cloning this little sign here, and I've put that on a brick because, or a block or whatever you call it, just so then it sticks to that. Obviously if that's a barrier block, it would be floating, it will look cool, right? That is that, really. And that is just that little part there. And obviously this is really straightforward. It is just 2 commands, and underneath this button is a piece of redstone, look. And that is just putting you into game mode A first, and then teleporting you wherever. That's it, guys. I mean, when you think of it like that, you wouldn't believe that took me like 4 hours to figure out, would you? I don't use tutorials on YouTube. I just sit there and I do it. And that is probably the best way of doing it. And it's completely multiplayer friendly, which is awesome. Because if you think, if you build this like command right under this or above it, if you've got this like in a, I don't know, I'm trying to just give you some ideas here. If the more closer you build that command chain to that, the more effective it's going to be, right? Because obviously if I'm the closest player, I would always get teleported. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to show you how to edit the villagers because that's basic stuff. Obviously, you just get an anvil and rename an item and stuff. But yeah, I hope that gives you some ideas. I hope that you like this. I'm DanRobzProbz. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I always love reading the comments you guys leave me. It's funny. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Bye! P.S. I might sound a bit different because I kind of got a... Believe it or not, I've been suffering from a fever last week. I don't know how, if it's like 30 something degrees in France. But yeah, I'm still recovering, as you can hear probably in my voice. Anyway, enough about me. It's all about you, Jake. Cheers, guys. I hope you liked that. Bye.